am so sorry, Leslie, if I butchered your name. Alright, so we got a couple, some cute little butterflies, that's what they're called. And I think what I'll do is I'll paint these, and I'm going to put meow on one and woof on the other, and then have them dangling down from the pole here on each side. So let's leave the puppy dogs alone for a moment, and let's concentrate on these kitty cats. And I have these really cute little bitty daisies. So we're going to pop them off their stems and hot glue them around. And then...
Thanks for joining me, guys. I go live in like a few minutes. I'm waiting for the other one to end. I'm making a wreath.
Smaller, like pinks. Yeah, I do.
You guys rock for coming to support me.
And up there, some purples. All right. And I'm going to have to cut a little bit of this off on the back, okay? And then we're just going to hot glue some of these little daisies and some clusters, just to give it a little 3D action. I like to do that to my crafts, kind of give them, you know. Well, what happened there? Must have gotten stuck. That's okay. I'll just stick another one by it. Leslie, you're talking about,
thank you, Pam.
Well,
yeah, yesterday was Nurses Day,
like
and all kinds of stuff happened at work all week.
Yeah, so we like to watch our football.
Of course, I'm a night nurse, so not much goes on for us.
Whatever nights they have it, is it what, Thursday nights and Sundays is NFL.
Ooh,
I like
that light
collegiate,
is annoying.
actually. I do have a bunch of cousins that played soccer. They were pretty good at it, too. Got scholarships for college and all that goodness.
Casey!
That looks
Hi!
cute, too.
I go on in a couple more minutes.
Little clusters of these daisies.
But making a wreath.
Maybe I'll put some over here.
Gotta wait for the other one to finish.
And I'm going to grab some of these pinks, I think.
Actually, I'm gonna X out. And refresh. I'm live. Okay. I think I'm live. Okay. I think I am live on the Adventures in Crafting, or am I not? I am. Okay. At least I think I am, because Nicholas came on. So, welcome. This is going to be so exciting. First, I have this on me right now, but then I'm going to change it. So, I'm on. So, welcome to the Adventures in Crafting event group. I'm Kim with Kim's Rockin' Wreaths. Before me was just B with, I forget her actual group, but it's in the comments. And after me will be Marissa. Nope, that was what was supposed to be. After me will be Kathy with CC Redesigns. And then even after that is Amanda, who is a fellow crafter from up here in New England. So if you haven't already, we welcome you to join our free group. It's called Adventures in Crafting. I posted the link, so you can just click on the link and you should be able to go right over and join. And you can watch all of today's presenters that were on before, and myself and anybody afterwards. And you can even go back and watch things that have happened over the last couple of weeks. So today's event is called Pet Palooza, which is dog versus cat. So we might have a little arguing going on in the comments here. But our hostesses are Shannon of Super Snob Designs and Melanie at Be the Light by Melanie. So it was Melanie that was on before me. I apologize, not B. All right. Now, so we are doing Pet Palooza. So I have a couple of signs that I was deciding on to make my wreath from. I have a golden retriever sign, which is what I ultimately went with because it's a more common breed. But I also have this cute little spoiled rotten corgi sign. So I've made a couple of wreaths for families with dogs. I've done German Shepherds. So I have this hanging around, and we love our Goldens, so I thought I'd do the Golden Retriever. And to keep it to be interesting and not all brown, I'm going to add a pop of red because there's a little red in the sign. So you'll see that I'm adding a pop of red when I do my wreath. I'm going to put this aside for now. And then as you can see here, I have, this is called a wreath form. I don't typically use wreath forms anymore because they are very big, as you can see. So I thought today, though, it would be easier rather than me connecting or putting all the pipe cleaners on to have a form already. And I have this red one hanging around. And then I can, as you can see, it's big and it's going to be deep as well. All right. So this is the form. And then I have pre-cut my Deco mesh. Let me show you the mesh. So this is the Deco mesh that I am using. So Nancy, hello Nancy. I said hi to Casey, Pam, and Nicole, who are all with me. And Nicholas is on, and Melanie, and oh, we're going to have a great time. Oh, and my mother's here, Avis. Thank you, Avis. So this is a nice soft mesh that I have pre-cut into 20, actually I think I did 19 inches on this, and I'll show you what style wreath I'm going to do. So I've pre-cut all of these to go on our red frame, but I also pre-cut some red, and it's the same soft mesh. So this is going to add some of that pop of color, and this soft mesh adds some texture, but we're also going to be using ribbon. So the ribbon, I actually pre-cut my ribbon too, which I normally don't do. I usually don't pre-cut anything because I kind of make it as I go. So I've pre-cut probably too much ribbon, but that's okay. I can use it in another wreath. So I've got some cute dog ribbon. First of all, are you a dog lover or a cat lover? I am a cat lover, although I do love dogs as well. I've had dogs in the past. Right now, I have 3 cats. My son loves cats, and he has 3 cats, so I have 3 cats right now. And they're all in the room with him. They're not out here with me, although they would be right up here eating my mesh. But I've had dogs. I've had greyhounds myself in the past, and I loved my greyhounds, but it was hard to put them down. So we haven't gotten another dog yet, but I'm hoping to get one someday. I know Avis is both. That's my mom. Okay, so here is my choice of red that I've chosen. Now these are just 1-inch wired ribbon. This has got the dog bones and dog prints on it, which I love, the little paw prints. And then you can see the little dog bones. So cute, so cute. And then I also have a wider 2.5-inch red and black Deco mesh. I mean, not Deco mesh, excuse me. Wired canvas ribbon. You can see the little dog paws and the bones. So those are going to go all together. Somehow we're going to get this all together on the wreath. And then, just to do a little contrast, I've added in some plaid, 2.5 inch, red and black or black and white. Again, I don't know if I'm going to end up using all that. And then I have this 2.5 inch large bone. Oh, you know what? Now that I just saw this close, I may change my mind on my next ribbon because I just realized there's polka dots. And I was looking and I was getting kind of bored with the stripes. All the stripes that I've chosen. So I went and I cut out some of this kind of snazzy little design ribbon. But, hi Leslie! And, oh my gosh, I forget Glitzy Glam's name. Oh, it'll come back to me. But hi! Thank you for coming to support me. So we'll see if I use this or not. So I'm going to put the ribbon back aside, but that's the ribbon we're going to use. And then I may or may not make a bow out of these actual ribbons. I'll decide when we're done, and we'll see what it looks like. Because I also have some flowers that I want to put on. I have peonies. I have red and white peonies here that I pulled out of my collection. So I might add, I will add in some red and white peonies into the wreath as well. So we got a lot going on, So let's get going on the wreath. And again, I can see that we have a lot that say both. I'm going to just put you guys down so you can see the wreath a little better. Hopefully I'm going to put you guys down. I got to get the right equipment for this desk because I usually have it standing up, but I wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So hopefully I don't knock you guys down. All right. So you're not going to see a lot of me, more of what I'm doing. Oh, somebody sparkled me. I think that's the first time I've been sparkled. Who was it? Melanie, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. So I just love the crafting community, and I am so glad that I got to join this group and that I got to fill in today. This is a fill-in so that I can, get over that fear of being live for the first time. Although I've been live for sales before, but not doing a craft. So hopefully you guys can see it. So I've got my 20 inch, 19, I cut it short. And what I do is I roll one side over. I do about 3 or 4 rolls. And then I'm going to roll the other side over. And some people like clip that side, but I like to do everything at once. I don't want to clip because that it takes up too much time. I just can't be bothered with, clipping and then looking for clips. But there's my double. So it's a double rolled bundle that I'm going to put into my first set of pipe cleaners here. So here we go. I do two secures for now because I'm going to go around, remember, and I'm going to add in ribbon. I'm going to add in some red. But right now, I'm just going to do all of our brown. So as I make up our bundles, like I said, I'm doing 3 and 4 times. So as I make these up, let me just tell you a little bit more about me. So yes, Nicole from Attitudes and Gratitudes, I am a nurse. I thought you knew that, but I am a nurse. It is Nurses Week. Yesterday was Nurses Day. There's a lot going on at work, but I'm a night nurse. A night nurse educator, so I'm more of the management side, so there's not a lot that goes on for us, but I am going in tomorrow evening for an event at work, and then Friday night I go in for my real night shift, and I'll probably bring something in for the night nurses because they do get some stuff, but I'll bring them in a little treat, and I'll walk around with a little treat for them. And I'll make them listen to my education as I'm walking around. So, because I educate, I'm the night educator. enough about me. Oh yeah, wait a minute, my wreaths. Let's talk about my wreaths. I started making wreaths back in, just before the pandemic hit. I think it was the year before the pandemic. I got to do some live craft shows. Thank you, Nancy. Hello, Amanda. My friend Amanda's here from New Hampshire. Although we've never met, but we are gonna meet soon, aren't we? We have the same style, so I want to meet Amanda. So I started making wreaths back in 2019, just before the pandemic hit. And I did, like I said, I did some live craft fairs then. And then the pandemic hit, so I stopped doing live craft fairs. And then I got COVID multiple times. And just my health just doesn't let me work my full-time shift, my full-time nursing job, and do fairs anymore. So I stopped doing fairs, and I'm just kind of trying to get out there, you know, by word of mouth, by on here, my wreaths. So I am in a couple of local shops, but doesn't do much. Anyways, so now I found out that, hey, you can join crafting groups online and learn from each other and show each other stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is fabulous. I don't know how I came across Amanda, but I came across Amanda one day from Whimsy Wreaths, right? Whimsy Wreath Design Company. And I was watching her and I'm like, wow, she's got the same style as me. So I kept watching her, and then somehow we figured out, hello, I live right down the street from you. Well, not right down the street, but, you know, I'm literally like 30 minutes away. So we will definitely be meeting up, because I've learned a lot from Amanda. You know, I learned wreathing. I call it wreathing. I learned wreathing. Oh, Melanie, happy Nurses Week. You're a fat-time school nurse. God bless you and those kids. My aunt was a school nurse, my protege. Mentor, protege? Anyways, she is the reason I'm a nurse, because she was a nurse and we needed another nurse in the family. And I said, I'll go to nursing school. So here I am. Florence was her name, but she was not named after Florence Nightingale. I've gone totally off track here, but I need to talk about my Aunt Sissy, because she was a nurse and she passed away just 2 years ago. So she was lovely and a strong supporter of my wreaths, as well as my nursing career. And my mummy's on here, so she's probably listening and saying hello to Sis up in heaven. So I'm still going around doing our curls, the double curls, and as you can see, I've done it so many times that it's kind of like, you know, doing it like you're driving, like you just did it, you know, do it all the time. So we're getting there. See, it's getting really nice and fluffy, and you can see, and I've got that pop of red in there. All right. So, yeah, so now I'm just trying to get myself out there and collaborate more with other crafters. You guys brought back memories of my Mod Podge days. My mother is a huge craft. She was a big crafter. She was a huge sewer. But I never liked crafting until I hit 50. Like it was, seriously, once you I turned 50, I was like, woo, what am I going to do with my time? Let's craft. And I just love it now, and I just enjoy it so much. But my mother and I were talking again the other day, like, where did that come from? Like, she used to try and get me to help her craft, and I would throw stuff across the room because I had no patience. I have no patience, you guys. I'm Irish, I'm stubborn, and I have no patience. Yep, Irish from Boston, all you guys who aren't from Boston. Let me know if I have a really strong accent. I don't think I do, but I was on the phone with Nick the other day, and he was intrigued by my accent. I was a professor at a college in Boston for a while for nursing, and I actually had the students there tell me that I had a strong Boston accent. I was like, guys, you're in Boston. What do you expect? I don't teach there anymore. But anyways, I actually don't teach anymore. I love teaching, but my teaching days have gone away. So, oh, can you see me? There we go. We are doing, oh, this is looking good. I like the color, that color mesh, the light tan. And this wreath can go outside and can stay inside. My sister has a dog wreath that she puts over her fireplace in her living room. She doesn't want to put it outside, which is great. I have wreaths everywhere in my house. You can literally put them anywhere you want. I have kitchen wreaths. I have porch wreaths. I have bathroom. I have a wreath in my bathroom. I have wreaths everywhere. I have 2 in my bedroom. So I spray them, though, if you're going to use them outside, just to try and help protect them from the UV rays and the weather, but it's still going to fade if you keep it in direct sunlight, and it can get ruined, especially this mesh. This is the soft mesh. So this mesh I don't recommend going outside. The traditional type mesh, which looks like this, I'm sure you guys know, but kind of like that plasticky mesh. This you could use outside, and I do use this outside, but again, the color's going to fade, right? So I do spray it with that Scotch Guard. Oh my gosh, Amanda, thank you for sharing me. Pam, but Pam, you're right down in Rhode Island. Of course my accent's strong. I'm glad you guys can understand me, though, because well, it's only the R's, right? You know what they say? It's the R's in New England. So there's all the tan. All the tan's on. And now I'm going to add in, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm going to add in the pop of red I've got here, so that we can see how that's going to look. I hope this red color looks okay. It's kind of a brick red, whereas my Chanel stems are more of a bright red, but we'll see. We'll see, because these Chanel stems, because it's a pre-formed wreath frame, I will not be trimming them, so those are still going to show. So I'm not going to put one of these on every single tie. I'm just going to try to like add color to like every other or every third bundle. So I have to decide how to do this because it's a pre-made form, and I know how to do it with mine because I know how to count on mine. I try to do one in every section, because as you can see, there's like different sections. So this has how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same as mine. Yeah, so I try to do one in every section. So I'm going to put one at the top here. And I just open up my stem, and then I just twisty tie it back in. And there it is. And we'll do that with the next one. So I had cats growing up. Always had cats growing up. I think we had dogs at some point because we had a dog house. But honestly, the dog house was more like for me and my sister to play in than for the dogs. I think we had dogs, but they didn't work out or something. My mother knows. And then I think we tried dogs again, and it still didn't work out. So we still had that dog house, but so me and my sister just kind of used it as a dollhouse. It was so funny. But we've always had cats. We've always had cats in my house growing up. So my sister is a big cat lover. But she has a dog right now, Jessie, who is a golden retriever. Right, Mom? She's a golden. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's golden. And she is the best dog. She is the best dog. I need to go see her, though. I haven't seen her in a while. I was watching her for a little while, but she's kind of getting old, and her arthritis is really bothering her, so she can't really come over here so we can babysit her anymore. Dog sit, I guess is what it's called. So now I have to go to see her. So we're going to be heading up to see her because my sister lives a little bit north of us. even though she doesn't like it. I won't say where she lives, but she doesn't like it. She wants to move back home. All right. I am liking this color on here. I am liking this color. So we're going to keep going with it. I might have to cut a couple extra. I'm going to have to cut a couple more because I didn't cut enough of them, but we're almost done with these. Let's see, we're doing every other, I decided, so, no, right here. Open, insert. Doop, doop. Okay. And then, so I'll have to get my mesh back out and cut. I haven't been looking at my comments, but I am. It looks like nobody's commented. So we commented. What else can we say? So what type of dogs and cats do you guys have? I have two. One, just a domestic short-haired house cat. Jagger is his name. And then we have two, which we thought were Maine Coon, but probably are a mixture. Well, we know they're a mixture because they're not as big as most Maine Coons are. So I'm just opening up my mesh here. I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut really quick. Hold on, guys. One. I hate this. It always ends up weird up here. 1, 2, 3 more strips of 8. I'm just going to do the 18. So I got my little rotary cutter here, which I love. I go through these like crazy. One. I usually have a different thing that I hold my mesh in. I don't want to like spend the money on the things that everybody makes to hold your mesh to cut it. So I bought, I'm not kidding you, I bought a Melissa and Doug like paper thing for like the kids. You know, holds the roll of paper that you will out. And I just throw my mesh on here. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. If I'm cutting 2 at a time, I'll just put them together and cut them that way. But let's get these guys on there. And hold on. What am I missing? We have a, oh, wait a minute. We've all answered here. We had, Spunky. Oh my God, Mom, that's right. But Mom, we had a doghouse. He ate the kitchen table. Wow, I don't remember much. Oh, thank you, Manna. This is going to be cute. I know you have a black lab who's very sassy. Very sassy. She's so funny. A Maltese. Oh my God, I'm not going to say that right. Miniature Chihuahua. Yep, that's right. You do have a minute. We heard him this morning. And I'll see you when you come back, Pam. Pug and 2 pit bulls. Oh, how is that? How is that? You know, I think pit bulls get a bad rap. My friend had pit bulls, one of my nurse friends, and she swore by them. She said they were the best dogs, and as long as they are trained well, they are the most friendliest dogs. You know, you see all these things on the news about the poor pit bulls. Yeah, no, not buying anything, Amanda. I try not to, because I like to save it for my ribbon. If you guys saw how much ribbon I have in this place, my husband and my son curse at me whenever they see a box come in the mail. It's so funny. Because, actually, this will work out. Because then they have to help me organize and... But you know, Amanda said something the other day, which was so true. It's like when you throw out that empty ribbon roll, it's like fulfilling. And then it goes into recycling, and I get to open another one, and you get to buy another ribbon, right? So, let's see. All right, so this is the finished base. And I just leave it looking like this, guys. I leave it like messy until the very end. I'm not gonna like fix any of these bundles. Just going to keep it like that. So next I'm going to do the ribbon next so we can figure out what we're going to do. So what I like to do with my ribbon, you saw my lovely assortment that I have going here. I like to pitties are, yeah, they are cute. They are cute. I'm just looking. Pit bulls think they're a pug. One's 150 pounds. That is funny. And he's a sweetheart. Yeah, that's what I hear about them. I used to be afraid of dogs, though, actually. Remember, Mom? I was wicked afraid of dogs growing up. Maybe it's because of the one we had that ate the doghouse on the kitchen table. Maybe that did it to me. Oh. Lap dogs. Yeah, my daughter, my sister's gigantic golden retriever thinks that she's a lap dog. It's so funny. All right, so here's my spread of ribbon. What I usually do is I put a 2.5 inch on the bottom and a 1.5 inch on top, and I like to mix and match, but not this much. I think I have too much going here. So what I usually do is I have 2 and 2, but when I did that I was like, oh, it's 2 reds. So I got to use these 2. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do something different. This is 4 and 4, and I need 16 altogether. I might need more than that, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have 4 bottoms. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to have 4 bottoms that alternate like this. Wait a minute. No, like either way, a black and a white are going to be. No, there you go. So they're going to alternate like that, I think. And then I'll put, see, I do the reds on top of the red, and I don't think I'm going to go with this black. I'm going to do the black and white dots. Oh, wait a minute, I got 2 different ones. Now I got to decide. Do I do black and white or white with black? Well, what was it on the sign that I wanted to bring out? No, it wasn't on the sign. It was in a, there we go. So it was in the ribbon. I want to bring out this. So, no, not here, Avis. Not on this one. Yeah, you love those combos, Amanda? All right, wait a minute. Let's get the first one down. All right, let me get the first one down. So the first one's going to be this. So I do these 2 together. These I measured out to be 12 inches. Sometimes I do 13 inches. It depends on my mood and how much ribbon I have. A lot goes by mood, I'm telling you. And then I just try to find the middle, scrunch it. Some people fold it and scrunch it. I just eyeball. And then I'm going to put these on the non-red ribbons. So where there's no red, I add in, let me show you. All my ribbons in the way here. So where there's no red on the mesh, I add in the ribbon. And I go 1, 2, 3. And I open it. Actually, sometimes I do 4. That's it. And then down here, I'll do the black, red and black with, okay, this is where I have to decide if we're going to go with, I got to keep an eye on the time too. If I'm going to go with, wish I could hear you guys, because then you could tell me when I'm running out of time here. But, all right, so I'm going to do 12 inches. I usually don't do it like that. I have a thingy I wrap them around that I made. I did not buy. Right, Amanda? Because I want to save money, but I usually wrap my ribbon around this. I'll show it to you in a minute. All right, so again, pinch, twirl, let's put it in. You guys can't see, let me bring it over. All right. You like my scissors, Mama? They're all ruined. They're dull, and I've tried everything to try to fix them. They work okay right now, but All right, now, see, now here is 2 reds in a row. I might have to come back and add. All right, let's do our plaid. Oh, shoot. No, you know what? I wanted to put the plaid here. So I'm taking this out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking this out. This one out. Because I wanted to put the plaid. Why is this not undoing itself? There we go. I wanted to put the red plaid here with the black and white polka dot. Ooh, ooh, I'm loving that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. We're just going to keep that in there for now. I may change my mind and do the black with white. It all depends on, I don't know, I might stick with that. All right. Now I have my red and black with, well, you know what? Let's go with 3. Let's do a black and with white. Ha, there we go. We're going to use 3 different ones. I'm just going to use a whole bunch of ribbons because I love my ribbon. So here we go. Scrunch it. And I wanted to put it, I think I'm going to put everyone on the outside. So I always change my mind as I always change my mind as I'm making my wreath. That's why I don't like to pre-plan my wreaths, because I always change my mind and always go back and change it. So see how I'm doing? Now on the bottom, I'm going to be doing every single one. But up the top, I'll stay with every other because that's where the sign's going to end up. So we're doing every one on the bottom. So let's do the bottom first. Okay, so we have that plaid, that. I'm going to do the black and white with the red. Oh, we got the red doggies. Let's do the red doggies. Black and white with the red doggies. The red doggy bones. Yep. Okay, perfect. I'm opening it up, putting it in, twisty tying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip. Next was 1, 2, 3 is the black and white. And we'll do red stripes again. Those are aren't they buffalo? Buffalo print. Oh, my scissors. Yeah. Yes, Mom. Ginger. Yep. Ginger. You can't see it's backwards, but. Okay. I'm trying to keep with the messages and on here. Yes, a 10-minute warning would be great. Of course, I wish it was a timer. I should have, I could have put a timer on. I do have Alexa here. She could ding and tell me. Next time I'll do that. All right, I just screwed that up, but there we go. Okay, what's next? This one with the white and black. I'm just going to quickly cut these. So what I do is I put it here and go around. I'm just going to do 4. I already did 1. So 1, 2. Is that 3? That's 3. Because we already cut 1, so I only need 3 of them. And then you just cut it. Cut. And cut. And then I just make sure I got them together to dovetail. I forgot to tell you I dovetailed all my ribbons. And then I dovetail again. Oh, Amanda, these scissors are fabulous. I forget where I got them. I actually think I did research and I got them off of Amazon. I can buy them for you under your account, and then you can get a 1%, or is it 2%? Or is that illegal? Amanda has a site on Amazon, so all right. And now we're gonna do the black and white, so she gets a portion of anything that she recommends. I'm pretty sure that's where I got them. I can go back and look. I say they don't cut great, and look at them. They're cutting fabulous today. I mean, obviously, I've used the heck out of them. 3 cents. Yeah, 3 cents. Yes, they were very expensive, Avis. Very expensive. Hi, MB. Thank you for coming. MB, I'm making a dog wreath. It is Pet Palooza for anybody who is just coming on. I'm on with Adventures in Crafting. It's a network of a bunch of crafters, and we are making a Pet Palooza wreath, so I'm making a dog wreath because today is Pet Palooza Day. So we want you all to stay on and support all the crafters. All right, I was doing this. Not just me, but, you know, the ones that went on before me and after me. Sprinkle some, I guess it's called sprinkle when you help support us. So we do have a link for stars, some of us, not everybody, to help support us, to pay for the time that we take to do this for you, the supplies we use, all the volunteers that are working behind the scenes. I lost my train of thought. Okay. Black and black, red and black with black and white. So I'm loving the red and black with the black and white, guys. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. Okay. This wreath is looking awesome. Of course, you have to love black, white, and red combo. I'm having a hard time making any other animal wreath without black, white, and red combo. I don't know if you could see it earlier. I can show you at the end, but I had a cat wreath over there that I did, and it's black, white, and red combo. I did one for a friend who wanted all gray for a cat wreath, so even that was challenging, trying to find the all gray. What did I put with this? The dog bone. The dog bone has kind of like a grayish in it too. So I could have kind of gone, I guess I could have gone with the gray in that too. But I liked the tan because of the sign of the that I'm going to put on, which I will get on before we hang up, guys. I will get that on. I'll probably get a flower or two on. And then what's after that? It's a good thing I cut everything ahead of time. After that is this one with the stripes. Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of gloomy here in Boston, Mass. It's been gloomy for quite a while. We are waiting for that sun. I want my pool. I want my pool. I want my pool. I have an above ground pool, but I love it so much. I swim a lot. It helps my back. I have a nurse's back. I have back surgery in December. I herniated and ruptured. And I was out of commission for 5 months with that. That really stunk. Ugh, hated it. So I'm kind of back. Not 100%, but I'm there. I'm getting there. All right, what was after the plaid? Black and white? Black and white. I could do black and white. For some reason, I think I did one less black and white. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Yep, black and white. With the dogs. Yep, okay, perfect. All right, so we just finished the bottom row. And now I'm just going to add in a couple more to the top row, and then we'll secure our sign. And then we'll glue on some flowers. I won't get all the flowers in, but I'll definitely post the end product. So I got so much ribbon here. So let me finish the top. So like I said, I like to do every other on the top. So I already did the black and white. So let's do the red and black with this. I'm going to mix it up a little bit on the top just because I am only doing every other for now. I might end up adding in. We'll see. We'll see. I always feel like this row though, this middle row up here, or the top row, it gets lost when you put the sign on. So I tend to not, I'm going to throw on this one. I tend to not put a lot of ribbon on the top and just keep a lot of ribbon on the bottom. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking to see who's there. Well, Pam, I don't know why it's super sunny down in Rhode Island. Can you send it up here? Thank you, Melanie. Oh, Ava sent me some. I think some people have said, if I haven't thanked you, I thank you. I thank you for sprinkling. I got to figure this all out. Like I said, we all know I'm new here. So I will figure it all out. All right. My kitties did not come to introduce themselves. All right. Done. Done. Let's put the sign on so that you guys can see me put on a couple of flowers. All right. So again, we have our golden retriever sign. What I like to do on the back is I staple gun my Chanel stems to it to secure it to the wreath frame once I figure out where it's going to go. And we'll figure that, I'll figure that out. I also have to make sure that when I staple gun, it doesn't go through the sign. I've done that before. So I just kind of lay it on. This one's going to be easy because I'm going to put it right in the middle. So let me put it on and then I'll show you guys. So I just secure it to the frame, and I'm not going to secure it tightly just yet till we make sure it's in the right spot. All right. And then I'm going to go over this side and secure this side. Where did I go over there? So I'll go right here. Oh, yeah, I'm liking it. That's why I don't think I'm going to put a bow on, because I think the bow will take away from the sign. Although I love my bows. Love my ribbon, love my bows. I left enough. I cut a lot, but I left enough so that if I had to make a bow, I had enough ribbon left. Okay. See, I kind of push, now so I kind of push some of my curls under to help secure the sign. Maybe I will put the sign at the bottom. Huh. That's not really in the middle, is it? Let me see. No, it's not in the middle at all. You know what? Now that I'm doing this, I think I'm going to put the sign on the bottom because it's a small sign and this is a big base. So let's unzippy tie. I'll still get flowers on, don't worry. I know you guys aren't worried, but I'm worried. All right, so now that we know what everybody loves for dogs and cats, any other animals you guys have? Because not everybody has dogs and cats. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on the bottom. And then I'm going to make a bow and put the bow at the top. And then we'll put the flowers in. So I've totally changed plans here. Totally changed, which is what happens all the time. All the time. All the time. Oh my God, this is going to be an awesome wreath though. I'm telling you. I'm just going to loosely secure it so I know where it's going to go. And then I'm going to, maybe I'll make the bow then instead of putting flowers on so you guys can see how I make a bow. Although I will be on here again. So we will be making bows. We will be making bows. I love to make bows. Like, and as Amanda said, I do too. I love big bows. Love big bows. I love living in the country with goats, sheep. Do you now? Do you now, Pam? Oh, that's funny. I have plenty of neighbors here where I live. But I have a nice, it's quiet too, though. I have a quarry in my backyard. The frogs come out in the spring. Actually, I haven't had my peepers. My peepers haven't come out yet this spring. Me and my husband were realizing that. All right. I'm kind of fluffing now because where I didn't put it all in the middle, I might go back and add more to the middle. But first, let's make a bow. I want to make a bow. I changed my mind and we're going with the bow. So I got my Bodabra. I used to use a different thing, but then when I watched Amanda using her Bodabra so easily, I decided to go with the Bodabra. So let's use this, and we'll use a contrast of that, and we'll use a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Oh, we're not going to use all that. All right, let's see what we're going to do. So this doesn't have a lot left on it. So here we go. All right. First thing I do is I dovetail the end. Oh, we're doing good. I got 15 minutes. We're good. Okay. So I'm dovetailing the end. I don't know if you guys can see me, but And then I like to make my tails about 6 to 8 inches. I always end up trimming at the end. But, so that's about 7. It's about 7. Which, even making a bow is like not rocket science. And it's hard to mess up a bow if you're using one of these. I gotta tell you guys. I tried to do the hand method. And my hands hurt. Wait a minute, 7, that's 6. My hands hurt when I was trying to do it. So I decided that, yep, I'm going to use the Bow Debra and not feel guilty that, oh, this is not going to work. Oh, no, you know what? We'll just make one red loop. That's all. And dovetail. So since I can only get one red loop, I am going to go in with this buffalo check on top of the red because I still want the red to kind of pop out in the bottom. So let's see if I go this way instead now. And I always flip, twist, bring it over. And let's see, I want my, what did I do over there? 6 inches. We'll do 6 inches here. Okay, I'm going to double bow this one though, because even though that's 1 at the bottom, I want to, no, you know what? I'm just going to do 1. See what I mean? You can change your mind. You can do whatever you want. This is your project, right? And you can do whatever you want with it. So I'm going to keep it at the 6, and I'm going to dovetail. So that's 2 ribbons at the bottom, but they're both 2.5 inch. I'll fluff at the end. Let's do, let's see, what do I want to do next? Let's do this one next. Let's do this one next. All right, this one I'm going to do 2 of, guys, so. No, I'm not. I'm going to do 1 again. I'm just going to do 1. I'm just going to keep it at 1. Just going to keep it at 1 because that's what I started with, and that's what I'm going to continue with. Let's put those away. Or aside. And there we go. Because I want to come in with this one. You know it, the Bow Debra. The Bow Debra. I know the dog bones and the polka dots are awesome. Okay, then this one's going to go this way. Now I'm going to buy more ribbon. Woohoo! Woohoo! My son heard me. He's in the other room. Payday. Gotta buy more ribbon. Oh, right? I just have so much fun. Just wreathing it. All right, now we have this pretty red, right? That we want to go in with. Our red dog bone. Nope, let's put a contrast first, right? Because I have dog bones here. So let's put a contrast in between like we did with that. And I want to do, quickly vote. Do I go with the black and white polka dots? Or do I go with red and white stripes? I think I go with red and white. Well, and then it's going to end with this. I'm thinking black and white polka dots then. Because I don't want to end with the black. I don't want to end with red and red, right? I should end with, it's 3 blacks. Sorry. Like I said, doesn't matter. It's your decision. You're making it. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller than that one. Well, you guys voted for what I chose on. I'm doing a double on this one, though. I'm glad that we all are thinking alike today. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! My daughter is here! Megan! Megan! Oh my God! Megan, my daughter lives in Vermont. She must have got my invite. Oh my God, I love you. I love you too, Marky. Marky's in the other room. All right. Now we'll do we're going to end with the bows, the dog bones. Now, what I could do is, because I used 2.5 and 1.5, and I think I'm gonna run over and grab I think I have a black, yeah, that'll look awesome. I have a black thinner. Oh my God, Cat! Hi, Cat! My daughter's friend. Oh, they love me. They love my wreaths. They love my wreaths. They love my gnomes. They're such big supporters. I love my family. I love my family. I miss my Megan. Oh, Megan, that's on video. Everybody heard it. Okay, let me go grab a thin black because I'm going to curl it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now that I said that, where's the black? Oh, I'm going to do black sparkle. I just found this. Oh, that would look so good. I can still do it. Should I do the red and white or the black? The black is sparkly. I got 9 minutes left here. What do you think? Is that Bar, New Hampshire, Amanda? I don't even know. No, that's Mass, right? Bar is Mass. All right, so what do you guys think? Black sparkly? Red and white polka dot? I'm going to say, oh, Bar, Vermont. Yeah, but she doesn't live there anymore. Okay. So Pam says black sparkles. Pam likes the black sparkles. Everybody's saying black. All right, we're going with the black, guys. So on this one, I cut this at an angle because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a long tail, and I mean long. Like, I do long tails. So this is like 24 inches. Whoop. 24 inches. And this is just going to be a little loop to end our bow with. Megan, are you taking note? Because, you know, you're going to have to take over Kim's Rockin' Wreaths when I can't do this anymore. You named me. You named me. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to tie my bow. Yeah, there's no sparkle, but I don't care. It's we love ribbon, we love sparkles. And then I'm going to zip tie. And I just zip tie it together. So easy. So we just zip tie. Don't watch, I use my mouth. If I can get it to go. There. Okay. All right, so it is done. I made the bow. I made the bow. Even though we weren't going to make a bow today, we made a bow. Okay, now I have to fluff my bow. So before I do my zip tie any tighter, oh, and this is actually a different bow because I went weird with my ribbon. So let's figure this out. So we have to kind of fluff our loops and go like every other and kind of spread them out so that they're not everything's next to each other. So I got that up there. Let's bring this down here. I might end up just doing this while it's on the... Oh, I have no idea what kind of a bow I made. See, you just never know. Like, this is like not a usual bow I make because I usually do 2, but I really wanted to use 2 loops of the 2.5s. All right, let's just put it down because this is actually looks really awesome. Let me... Where's my wire cutters? There they are. I want to trim off the zip tie. And let's show you where you're going to put this. So I'm just going to temporarily put this on so that you guys can just get the effect because I only have a few minutes left. So I'm going to end up zip tying it to the frame. But for now, I'm going to put it through the Chanel stem here just so you guys can see the finished product. Although I'm going to go back and put flowers on it because it does need flowers. It needs a little more pizzazz. Now, I'm going to fluff the bow. Let's put it down. Look, empty ribbon roll. Woo! I get to buy more. Okay. Let's fluff it. Fluff, fluff. Fluff, fluff. Okay. Fluff. so you guys can see the finished product. And I'm literally just quickly fluffing it. I will do more. So I try to make sure that everything goes opposite each other. And there we go. There we go. Is this part of it? Yep. So that should actually go down there. Okay. Oh, no, that's supposed to go over there. What the heck did I do here? Oh, there's the other one. Okay. All right, and now to curl. All right, we got 4 minutes left, guys. So what I want to say is thank you so much for joining me. I'm curling my ribbon. This was my first time doing this live. Really, for sure. Like really, I did it once a long time ago. I've done live sales, but I haven't done live wreath making. So I thank you guys for joining me, watching me. I've had a lot of you on here. It's been fabulous. I see I got a lot of sprinkles. Oh my gosh, you guys are fabulous. So on after me, like I said, is up after me is Kathy with CC Redesigns. And again, please, if you can, go out and join Adventures in Crafting. And then look, oh, I just love this. I just love doing this. I go and I redo this all the time, but, and then of course it's too long, so I'll trim it, but let's put it in behind the sign for now. I gotta fix the sign and add flowers and fluff my bow a little more, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. It's a big wreath. And I thank you all. Megan, you can get me on TikTok someday. I thank you all so much for joining me. Actually, I've got 2 more minutes. What do y'all think? I see you. Woo! Thank you, Melanie. MB, thank you so much. It did come out awesome. I'm in love with it. I know. Amanda, woo, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. That was a speed time, making it in an hour. So, but it's not done. I'm going to add some flowers and I will post the finished product. So, thank you all. So, actually, what you have to do now is go out, hit refresh, stay on Adventures in Crafting page. If you're on my page, go over to Adventures in Crafting and watch the next crafter. So, you have to refresh so that you get the next crafter up. She's on in 2 minutes. So, if you want to go ahead over. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night. Go Celtics! I just made this in an hour. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I had to change. Thank you. I have to fix this. Not completely done, but oh, nobody will buy it.